G'day, welcome back. So finally, we have a build video for you guys. Tamiya Grasshopper 2. We already have a Grasshopper 2 in the collection. It's a shell queen. It's never going to get run for a few reasons. We won't get into that. Before we get into this build, I just want to give a shout out to a channel that I stumbled across the other day. Basically a brand new channel called Marky RC. I watched almost all of his videos. He doesn't have many videos yet. I think he's only got 50 odd subscribers or something. So very young channel, just starting. He's not a young fella, but yeah, I think he's about my age. But he has been collecting for a very long time, and he has a very nice collection of RC cars. Not all Tamiya, but I think they're mostly Tamiya. The thing I like the best about his collection is I think he has somewhere between 40 to 50 of the first Tamiya 100 collection in his collection. I think he has a collection of over 100 RC cars in total. Yeah, cool videos, nice short videos. So if you get a chance, go and we'll put a link to his channel in the description. But go and check out Marky RC. He has a great collection, and they're all very, very nice cars. He's got some of the original first 100 cars that weren't released. He's got a few of them that he's restored, and they look really, really good. So yeah, go and check him out. So on to this. Now, I do not like the Grasshopper 2. I've never driven the Grasshopper 2. Like I said, our shell queen is never going to get driven. But yeah, I don't know. What inspired this project? I was watching a video from Adam's Playground a few months ago now, I think, where he made the Rad Bull. He basically, pretty sure he just took a Mad Bull, put some different wheels on it, put a really cool looking paint job on it, and he called it the Rad Bull, and it got the old gears clicking over. I always wanted a Mad Bull, and they're getting actually pretty hard to find in Australia anyway. So we decided to get another Grasshopper 2, because the Grasshopper 2 is basically the same body as the Mad Bull. There's a couple of differences in the front. The cutouts for the shock towers in the front are different on the Mad Bull, and a few other bits and pieces. So we're basically going to build this using parts from a few other Tamiya RC cars. So we haven't even ordered the parts we need to do this, to finish this project. So fortunately or unfortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, our lunchbox is once again donating some parts to a build, and it will get its parts back once we get the new parts turned up for this build. But just for the sake of getting this built, we're going to steal some parts off some other cars. So we have the, I'm going to grab them, Zach. We have the very dirty, very dirty lunchbox wheels. I'm not too worried about how dirty they are, because this is going to be a regular runner. It is going to get thrown around the track. I won't say not nicely, but yeah, it is going to be run hard. So it is going to get dirty, and we're going to actually do a couple of things that we've never really done with a RC car before, as far as the build goes. So we have the wheels and tyres. We don't need this just for now. I also took the 25 kilo steering servo and entire steering arms and uprights out of the lunchbox, and you can see they're not very free moving at all. The lunchbox is a runner. It did get accidentally driven into the ocean once, so that's where all this binding up and rust has come from. We're going to clean all that up, but I'm pretty sure this whole setup should just pretty much bolt straight into the Grasshopper 2. So we have the stronger steering arms, the uprights to suit the wider front wheels. What else we got? A box full of parts here. I think it might be easier if we just bring you over to the bench. You can have a closer look. Alright, so here I have a box of parts that I've collected just from going through the plan inside my head. So why do we have two motors? Well, because we're running the larger lunchbox wheels, I have this is the gear and motor adapter that you find in your lunchbox, Midnight Pumpkin, the later Mitsubishi Pajero, which this is actually out of. And we are going to use that adapter and that pinion on this motor that we just recently rebuilt in a video. It is a 16 double. So we're going to run this in the project car. We have brand new rear hubs to suit the lunchbox wheels. We have the shock mounts for the front. Now the shocks on the Grasshopper 2 are the pogo stick type that sort of, you know how they work, the same as the Hornet. They're just springs, same as the lunchbox and Midnight Pumpkin. We're not going to use those. We have these, which are the standard kit shocks that came out of the G601, the Volvo tipper truck. We're going to use them on the front. We have a set of oil shocks out of a Frog, which long-time viewers of the channel will know that the Frog that we actually do have a Frog on the shelf, but we do have another Frog that is not an original Frog, but still quite old. So these are the shocks off that. So we're going to use them in the rear. I thought I had more parts in there than that. But, so yeah, we're going to use a, hopefully quite a quick motor. We have our usual Dumbo receiver. We have a bag of balloons. We'll explain that later on. As for the body, do we let you on with what we're going to do with the body yet? No, we might leave that till later. Alright, so not really doing an unboxing of this kit. I'm sure there's thousands of videos on this particular car. And it really is one of the most simple cars you're ever going to build. So, body, the Grasshopper 2 body, I never liked the look of this body. Only because of, give me 2 secs. Only because of the colour scheme of the original Grasshopper 2. I was never a fan of it, and because of that, I never liked the shape of the body. But after seeing the Mad Bull, and especially after seeing Adam's Rad Bull, I started seeing a little bit more potential in this body. So we do have plans for this body. We're not going to get into that until we actually get to the body part of this build. It's also not going to be a step-by-step build. It's not a instructional video as such. Although if we do come across parts that we think is worth a mention, like we usually do, we will mention it. Tyres and rims, obviously we're not going to need them, so they can go in the wheel and tyre box eventually. This kit did come with a speed controller, handy. Your standard 1060 that comes with most of your Tamiya kits these days. Not going to do anything special there. It is waterproof though. which will come in handy because we plan to be able to run this car pretty much in any kind of what would you call it? Any kind of weather, you know, inclement weather, whether it be raining or if there's puddles around, we'd like to be able to drive through puddles. Might even take it down the beach, who knows. Our chassis, might as well take all this stuff out of the packet since we're going to be building it soon. Nothing really to write home about the chassis. The only thing I'm not sure about is there shouldn't be any issue with fitting the servo. And no, it doesn't look like there's going to be an issue. All I need to do is change these, swap these posts around, because I did take this directly out of the lunchbox. The only thing is that servo horn is actually touching the front of the chassis there, so as we go along we'll address that. Nothing else to talk about with the chassis. Basically the car is going to get built as per the instructions, except for the parts that we want to modify or add to it. You actually get hubs with the kit. I forgot all about that. That must be where the other hubs came from. There you go. More spare hubs. That's cool. That's awesome. We have suspension parts here. The battery cover. The rear hubs that are supposed to be used on this kit for the original wheels. Shock mounts for the rear. Front A-arms. Various stuff like that. Like I said, nothing in this kit that nobody has seen before, and obviously your box of goodies, which again, nothing special here. The front bumper, because we're using the larger lunchbox wheels, we are going to have to trim this bumper back, the side arms here. Going to have to trim that off so the wheels can work. And apart from that, we have driver's head and half body, torso, bust you might call it, which is not going to get used. I'll explain why when we come to doing the body. Diff gears, plastic bearings of course. Now we do run bearings in all of our cars, but our bearing supply is, look at that cute little packet of grease you get. That's just not going to do for this car. So we're going to use some different grease. Our bearing supply is somewhat diminished. We actually don't have enough bearings to build this car, but I do have a brand new set of plague bearings for a, this was actually ordered for the Grand Hauler. And I ended up having all the bearings for the Grand Hauler before these turned up, so I used those instead. So these are spare, so we're going to use what we need out of those. So the car is going to run ball bearings, even though we're probably going to be running, not probably, we are going to be running in the water, maybe on the beach. But we're going to deal with corrosion as we need to. Kit 380 motor, that can actually stay in the bubble wrap and go into the motor drawer. We're not using that. Your typical ball connectors, D parts, C parts, toolings, your springs, which aren't getting used. Obviously plastic bushings aren't getting used. Probably a lot of this bag isn't going to get used. There's a few random screws and nuts and stuff in there that we'll need. B-bag. Yeah, you guys know what's in this kit. Like I said, this isn't an unboxing as such, not an educational video. This is just more of a fun project for us. We probably should be concentrating on getting cars that are actually in the first 100, so we can build our collection, which we are, because as you know, or maybe you don't, we have pre-ordered the Honda City Turbo and the Bigwig, and hopefully they should be turning up anywhere between June, July, hopefully. But to fill in time, we're going to build this bad boy, and hopefully it's going to be a bad boy. So I think it's going to be about it for the intro video for this build. Not much else we can talk about. I don't want to talk about anything about paint or body or anything like that until we get closer to actually doing it, because that's kind of the surprise of what we're doing with the body. There's nothing special really, but I think it's going to look cool. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Look after yourself, and we'll see you in part 2 of this build.